Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with my good buddy Henry AKINS. What's up, guys? Rickson Gracie black belt. He's going to show us some cool things here, and I like his ability to be as heavy as anything on earth, pretty much, from side control, cross side, Kesikatami and stuff. So I know you guys like wrist locks and stuff, so I asked him if there's anything cool we could do wrist lock wise from there. So you got something for us?
There's always something cool that we can do.
Why did I sign up for this?
So one of the positions from the cross side that we're actually going to go over the seminar today is a position that I call cross-side crucifix. It's one of the kind of most dominant positions that I try to funnel my MMA fighters into, because what happens from the cross-side crucifix, it puts my opponent in a position where he doesn't have the ability to defend strikes. So if you lay down here, so the first thing we do is we talk about getting this underhook. Once I get this underhook, the next goal for me to do is to figure out how to pin this arm. Now there's a lot of different ways to pin the arm. Some people prefer to slide the knee over the arm, right? For me, one of the things I do is I like to actually pin the leg, or pin the arm in between my legs. So one of the things I might do is I might start to bother his neck. I might just start pushing on his neck, and once he goes to defend, and he's always going to defend with this arm, because if he tries to defend with this arm, right, I have an Americana. So the Americana is kind of waiting for him if he does anything with this arm. So I'll start to bother his neck, and as he pushes, my knee will slide underneath his shoulder, and then all I'm going to do is step over, and I pinch his arm in between my thighs. So one of the main things for wrist locks that people need to understand is, when you go for a wrist lock, the main control that you need to be able to finish wrist locks is elbow control, right? Usually when you're pushing down on the wrist this way or pushing down the wrist this way, the person can relieve the pressure by pulling their arm back. That energy starts from the elbow. So if I'm doing a wrist lock, if I'm pushing ties, wrist in, if he can move his elbow to the ground, he's not gonna tap. But if I can secure his elbow, now when I push, he taps. Or even a wrist lock this way, right? If I can secure his elbow, if I can stabilize the elbow, now when I put pressure, so that's one of the things we're always looking for. When you're thinking about wrist locks, we want to focus on how do we control the elbow so that the elbow doesn't move, so that when we apply pressure on the wrist, they can't move to relieve pressure. And that's exactly what I've done here. I bother his neck, he goes to push, knee slides underneath. Now he can't pull his arm down anymore because my leg is in the way. I'll step over, spread my feet, and the reason I spread my feet is just so I have base, right? Because one of the things he might do from here is he might start to bump. So if you bump, yeah, I start to lose my balance. When I spread my feet, right, go bump now, I have a little bit more base, okay? I just reach and grab his wrist. Even if he's making a tight fist, because some guys will kind of squeeze their fist, and what that does is it tightens up his wrist. Makes it hard for me to bend his wrist. What I do is I grab him over the knuckles and I'll pull his hand to me to break, right? So that's always one of the things we want to do, especially after you catch this a couple times. Guys will already lock the fist to defend. I just grab his fist, pull it to me to break, and then once I bend his wrist, now I just slide it and push it down here. So it's a super easy, bother the neck, he defends, knee comes in, catch, spread my feet in case he tries to bump, right? If he tries to bump, I have some base, then I'll grab his wrist, break it over my leg, and then I always, once I break it, I push it down and away from my body. So it's not just away from my body, right? I'm pushing it down and away. And that really puts pressure on the wrist. So super simple wrist lock there for you guys. Oh, man. You guys like that dirty stuff.
I heard that if you wrist lock a white belt that angels get their wings. Is this true?
I haven't seen it yet, but that's what I hear. I hear some strange music that goes on in the background. I'm like, where's that coming from?
Yeah, that's right.
Someone's cell phone? might be angels singing.
Definitely. So Henry, thank you so much.
Yep.
It's always a pleasure to have you here. And yeah, so hopefully you guys have some wrist locks in your future. Hopefully you're the ones that are doing them. See you on the mat soon. Peace.